Say they always doing something new on this app and other ones too. Hey y'all, hi. Hey y'all, hey. Hope all is well with you. I am Leslie of LesAnn Creations coming to you from my workroom. Who? What am I and what do I do? I play with fabric. That's pretty much what I do. You can call me a tailor. You can call me a seamstress. You can call me a designer because guess what? I do them all. So, anyway, it's been a minute. I have to say, first of all, thank you for all the new subscribers. Too cool. Yay. I'm trying to be a little more consistent, but I'm not always going to be because let's just say summer is here and I'm going to be running the streets. So anyway, I wanted to show you a couple things that I am working on. I think I have a video for one of them. So I'm only going to show you the sleeve of it, maybe. I don't know. I could do a talk about it, but I had to find the pattern and all that jazz. So we're not going to do that. But I will show you the sleeve, maybe. Anyway. So if you've seen the short I did earlier this week that talked about, chiffon is the devil, I call it the devil. Why did I call it the devil? Because sometimes it just does not do what you want it to do. It just does what it wants to do. Okay. But I was able to manage to actually complete the garment. It's a kimono. Kimono. Let me see. It's a kimono. It is actually 1108. It's this pattern. Yes, it's old. There's certain things I have to modify on it. Usually I have to adjust the shoulders because I wear 18 on top with a good 24 on the bottom. So that's one of the things I have to deal with. So this cutie patootie is done. It needs some strings cut. I will probably style it and take pictures and stuff, but I think I'm gonna tell you what I think I'm gonna do. There's no guarantees, okay? Never is never a guarantee for Leslie. Never, never. But this is the cutest thing. I did. I don't know if I showed it. I did run into a problem. For some reason, when I cut it, it actually shifted at the bottom and ended up with like a 2-inch on the very bottom at the side seams. So I had to fix that. We don't see the problem. All I did to fix it was I actually just graded it up. I just graded it up so you don't see it. The other thing I did differently from what the pattern suggested, which was like just to turn a hem. I didn't want to turn a hem, so I added at about a 2-inch, 2.5-inch, something like that, finished cuff on it. It actually works perfectly. Yes, I know that I have a fleece garment on and it's the summertime, but I stay cold. My family does not, but I do. All right. So the other thing I changed on this was the pattern calls for you to do a back seam. I didn't do it. I laid this straight on the fold and finished it that way. But it feels great. The other thing that I did differently, I think, because this was such a flimsy fabric, I ended up interfacing both the under piece as well as this piece. And of course, when I attached it, I just decided to serge it. I could have encased it where you didn't see but I didn't want to fight it with it no more. I didn't want to have a conversation with it no more. I wanted it done. How many people feel like that sometimes? You just want it done. That was I want it done situation. So, all right. Yeah, I know y'all see this fabric on the table. I had a plan, but it's not going to happen. At least not right now because I got to figure out where my pattern that I drafted that I want to do. I just want to do a simple tank. Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
Don't do that because you're recording yourself.
My daughter.
Cut that out. There's lettuce. There's lettuce. Do you want some chicken? Do you want chicken?
Sure.
There's only one leg left. You're making your own lettuce.
Yes, ma'am.
I made the lettuce. I meant to say.
Yes, ma'am. Children. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, so I was planning to do a tank top. This is a very lightweight jersey knit. But I don't know if I'm feeling it. But I need a tank top. And I'm gonna show you why I need a tank top. Let's roll it up. Plus I pulled out like four other colors, but I'm not for sure about that. So I think I did start a video for this one. Not sure. So you may see it this weekend. If I actually did the recording of all of it, I'm gonna go ahead and do the video, finish the video. So I did this top. The top is actually from a pattern. Not sure which one it was. I don't have it like visible. I'll make sure if I know what it is, I'll put it in the descriptions below. But I'm hoping to have like a finished, not necessarily tutorial, but just talking about this one. But I actually unrolled this, and it was rolled up in my closet, which I have boatloads of fabric. And I just love the fact it is a gauzy like material. Or lawn. It could be either one. I think it's a lawn. But I don't have a white top. I usually don't wear white tops. So I thought that this top would be a great top to kind of pair with my relaxed shorts or a cute little skirt. But of course, I need something to go underneath it to be able to make it a little bit more versatile. So that's why I had pulled out the gray, the red, the turquoise, as well as this blue to sit up there and figure out how or what I wanted to do to go underneath. So I thought maybe a quick cami. I'm not feeling a quick cami. So I'm going to wait to wear this. That's why you don't see a picture of it. So hopefully I'll do a picture. The only other thing that if I could go back and change with this particular garment is the interfacing. I ended up doing exactly what I don't usually do. So when I have very lightweight fabrics, so that I have stability within that in the collar stand, I usually actually interface both pieces. The pattern usually tells you only to interface one. I usually interface both, and I did interface it, and so I don't like how floppy the collar is, which means that I will probably never actually button it all the way closed at the neckline, which is fine. I'm gonna still wear it because it's a cute top. So I'll make sure I take a good picture of this. It still need to be trimmed, but this is like the two newest things I've worked on. So we're gonna take a good picture of that one. And that right now I'm actually working on an alteration. So let me explain this alteration. Whew. So the young lady purchased, it's actually a bridesmaid dress. She purchased one dress, was lost, had to purchase another dress, got the dress in, and she came to me for me to alter it for her. We first thought we was gonna do a corseted back. That was not gonna work because on this dress you have this pendulum or additional hanging fabric that goes around the arm. If it's a corseted back, you got to think it's going to have to go cinched in And if you're doing something cinched in, you're going to run into a problem of it being too tight on the arms. So instead of doing that, I just went on to do the traditional way or the regular way, which is a gusset. I ran an actual additional piece. You almost can't see it. That's why I'm moving the fabric back and forth. It's a panel right here. Then I did a panel going down the side of the hip. It is a lined garment. Now with it, I didn't have the exact same type of interfacing for the top, but because it's not as wide, it's not going to be a problem right there. The only thing I have to do is I have to make her panel just a little bit longer on the hip areas. And I'm going to tell you why. So she, like I said, she has two dresses. I used the other dress as more of a sample. And I did all the pinning that I was going to do to fix the dress. And to use it as a reference, I decided not to cut that dress up, but I cut the other dress up. Guess what I figured out? That these size 10 dresses are not exactly the same exact size. So, note to self or note to you, just because they say something is a size 10 does not mean it's the size you need. 10, 12, 25, whatever number it is not always going to be the size you need. But I do suggest that whenever you purchase a dress, you check the finished measurements and you get the dress a size up to fit the fullest part of your body, because you usually can get more fabric. But if you have more fabric than you need, it's easier to alter down than trying to find something to alter it up. So this is the projects that I am currently working on. Well, one, two that I finished. This I'm working on, planning to figure out what kind of undergarment or thing I want to go with my kimono. I'm still not sure if I want to do print on print. And I will be working on this is the next project. This is not for me. This is for my daughter. I will be working on a jumpsuit. So this is I think it's a ponte. It feels like a ponte, but with texture. And then this one is I think a double knit. So my plan is to do this on the stripe on top and to do this other color on the bottom. Then the other plan is, hopefully, if everything works out, I will be making like a little jumpsuit or something out of this for my grandbaby as well. So those are my current things, and I wanted to pop in a second because it's been a while to say hey. Hope you're doing well. I will have probably the video of the white shirt out by tomorrow, I'm hoping. If not, there will be a different video. And I'll talk more about what I did and the modifications I made. And I'm hoping to make that one again. So thank you so very much. Oh, before I get off, there is one thing that I did talk about, which was my orange shirt. I still haven't figured out what I wanted to do, but hold on. Yes, it's on the floor. It's the only place I could put it at the current time. Okay. So this is the orange top I showed y'all, and y'all stopped seeing it because I was in the unhappy mode because I really love this fabric. So instead of being frustrated, I kind of just laid it to the side. Do we not do that? How many people do that? When you get frustrated with a project, what do? You lay it to the side. That's what I did with this project. I laid it to the side. I would not touch it because I didn't know what to do with it. So this project, as you can tell, I split it straight up the back. Am I going to have a heart attack? No. I want to have a heart attack, but I'm not. So, like I said, what the problem is that when I put the shirt on, it did not close in the front. No, we don't have buttons yet. I'm not worried about buttons. I'm worried about the fit because it's a very cute shirt. Very cute. It's I love all the details, the flakes and everything. But this is my nemesis. I believe what I'm going to do not quote me on it, but I think what I'm going to do is actually end up putting a what you want to say additional pieces of fabric in the back, more like a ladder effect maybe, because that's the only way I can actually close the shirt in the front. I won't be able to. I can close it all the way from up here at the top all the way down to about here. And as soon as it gets to the hip area, it's a no-go. So I have to figure out a way to make sure it's wide enough because I don't want to be limited on when and where and what I can wear this with. But I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Y'all can always give suggestions as to what I should do. It's already split. So I haven't decided. I know that I don't want to put a gusset in here because I don't necessarily want additional fabric to make it. I didn't like the look. That's part of why I didn't do that. So I know that up at the top I have enough to be able to like fold it and maybe add the pieces on, maybe some kind of decoration, maybe do some pieces that I put maybe buttons on them or buttonholes or where I can change them out. I'm just talking. Understand. If you think of something, drop it down in the comments. I don't see, and currently right now, if you said anything, I am not ignoring you. It's just I don't see any comments, so I can't respond. Like they said, they're always updating the app, and I don't always keep up. I just don't. So that's where I am with this top. So it may be in the I'm not gonna get finished pal for a little while because I don't want to rush and do it because literally it is such a cute top. It is so cute. Other than the fact that I cannot fit it because it's not big enough at the bottom, and that's my own fault. I did the adjustments on the sleeves to make them even fuller, and did the cuff. I'm like, other than the string still hanging, this is a cute top. It is a tunic like length. It's great. 4 inch. This is where this is why you read the directions. This is why you make sure you double check your measurements. I thought I had, and this is what I get. So disappointed in myself, but I'm gonna have something at some point in time. It's just gonna be in a. I'm not gonna do work right now. I'm not gonna work on it right now. How? So it's all right. So I appreciate each person who's watched. Thank you for liking the video. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. What will you find here? Me working and playing with fabric. That's what I do. Pretty much. That's what I do. All the time? No. A lot of times? Yeah. So I will teach you and show you about alterations because they a joke too and everything else. But anyway, let me go and get off here. I just wanted to pop in for a hot second. Say hi. How you doing? And I'll catch you all later. Thank you for watching. Deuces.